Hello and welcome to this first Finance and Control lecture in this course of pre-MBA for undergraduates. So in this section, we're going to now teach you about the finance and control. How can you do finance and control to manage a business successfully? And in this particular lecture, we're going to talk about what is it that you have to do in finance and control, and then how can you, then we will talk about an overview of how can you make these decisions and implement them, and then go forward in subsequent lectures in more details. So what do you think, what is involved in financing and controlling a business to successfully manage it? Any thoughts? See, as you would recall, it basically involves two broad decisions, two key decisions. One is how will you finance your business? Because a business needs to be financed, right? So, how much will you finance, and when will you finance, and how will you finance are the three key questions related to financing that you need to answer. Second, related to being a finance and doing the budgeting and business planning, finance also has the responsibility of exercising management control indirectly. Directly, it is all the managing director and the business heads, but indirectly, it helps exercise management control. And the questions are like, what would you exercise? Where would you exercise management control? When and how much? So these are the questions that are involved in financing and controlling a business, right? So how would you go about making these decisions? Any thoughts? Okay. So let's look at first how to finance your business, right? So let's look at a broad approach. So what you need to do is first figure out what are the financing requirements for your business, the business that you are part of. So what are the requirements to finance? And then you need to determine what is the best way to finance these requirements. It's as simple as that, right? And then implementing that financing plan. So that's the key part of financing the business, right? And as we go along, we will take a look at each of these steps, starting next lecture, where we will talk about how to figure out the financing requirements. How do you know what are the financing requirements for the business in the coming years, coming months, or whatever time period the business sets there, right? So thank you so much for watching this first finance and control lecture. I hope you're beginning to understand, beginning to enjoy, and beginning to learn what does financing control require. And I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture.